Hello everybody. Welcome. My name is Erin. Glad to have you on here. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. I also want to let everybody know, if you go into the link in my bio, you'll see that I have created a free manifestation guide that goes over all of my keys of manifestation. You guys can just literally go to the link there and it will show you exactly how to manifest your dream life and create everything that you want for yourself, which is the best thing ever. So yes, that's what we're doing. But your girl's just hanging out, chilling today, stringing up some things. But yeah, you can go to the link in the bio. It's like a whole free key thing that I did to order to manifest, because I've been manifesting, y'all. I can create every single thing that I want within my life. Like, I manifested a vacation just recently to be able to have a vacation where I don't have to pay anything. I manifested new job opportunities. Soon going to be getting a big house, another big house. So life is good. I'll teach you how to do that. It's a free little thing that goes over all my keys, and I want everybody to know about it. I'm not even trying to charge money or do anything like that. I just want you guys to look at it. Literally, it'll tell you exactly what you need to do. It'll go over small things. So, hello, Jasmine. Will I win a prize on Friday night? Let's see, Jasmine. Let's see, baby doll. Where are my tarot cards? Oh, I don't know where they're at. I must have put them in the other room. Where's my purse? I think my purse is upstairs. Okay, hold on. Literally advertising psychic readings, and I don't know where my tarot cards are. Hold tight for me. Let's see. Let's ask Spirit. So we are seeing that as a yes. Oh, thank you for my floating octopus. How are you doing, Daniel? How's your life? How's everything with the baby? How are you feeling? Life is good. Welcome. Welcome, Lungi. You're welcome, Jess. Good luck. Have a good time with your winning your thing. How can someone manifest? Oh, baby. So, I have all of it. First off, just so you know, in my bio, there's a PDF thing that tells you exactly how to go over everything completely free. You don't even have to put your email in. You just go to the link, I promise. But basically, what you would do is you tell the universe exactly what you want. You say, this is what I want. You be very specific. So let's say, like, if it's a certain amount of money, you would go, okay, well, I want $21,195.47. And you would say that specifically, and you say, I want it by this date. And I want it to be able to take care of these things, right? And then you have to trust that God, universe, source, is bringing it to you. And sometimes that's hard to do. And what you do is you look within yourself and you say, do I have any self-limiting beliefs? Now, what is a self-limiting belief, right? A self-limiting belief is a belief that you may be put onto you. About 90% of self-limiting beliefs are programmed into us when we're kids. So it's usually us seeing our parents and them and their views about money or how life should be. It is programmed into us, so it's programmed to our subconscious. So we have to sit there and change how we feel about things. Like some people, you have to ask yourself why so many times until you figure out the root cause. So it's like, do I feel like I deserve this amount of money coming? And then you have to align and make sure that your vibration and how you feel matches that, right? So like, let me give you a specific example. Like, to me, I wanted to trip, but I didn't want to pay any money for a trip, right? So I said, I really need a trip. I want it to come to me where I feel it's going to be fun, that I'm not going to have to pay for anything, and it will align with my schedule. I'll be able to find somebody to watch my kids. It'll go within these 3-day parameter, and it's just a break, and it's just a break away from anything where I don't have to like do anything or pay any money or anything like that, right? So I said that. I put my order out. You can do writing. You can script, right, by writing it. You can visualize yourself on that trip. The problem the thing is that a lot of the times they have treated us like our imagination is in imagination like a child play thing, right? When actually it's one of your senses that you have within your body. And they taught you that because it's easier to control you and not tell you about like your imagination, right? So your imagination is actually a way to program your mind, program your subconscious. And this goes across all the boards. Like we're talking neuroscience, it goes down to like the science of things, right? But what you do is you would just sit there and imagine yourself within that and imagine how it would feel with you getting that. So to me, I sat there and I said, oh my gosh, I'm imagining, I can't wait for this vacation that's coming to me. And I knew it was coming to me. You know, I didn't guess it. I said, I can't wait for this vacation that's going to come to me. I really need this. It's going to be such a peaceful thing. And I felt grateful for it before it even came, right? And I never put in my mind that it's not going to come, and I didn't exercise doubt. It takes a little bit of self-control and a little bit of discipline in order to train your mind to do that. And that's the hard part about manifestation, is to just kind of train your mind to believe that it's coming to you. But here's the deal. So did you know when and how long did it take? So I do. I just basically say I wanted it by this summer. I just said I wanted to do it this summer. The thing is you can definitely put a time frame on something, right? It definitely works, but you can't be discouraged if it doesn't happen exactly within that time frame, especially when it comes to money, because a lot of the times if you're doing a money manifestation, you have to make sure that your body and your mind aligns with it and that your nervous system is willing to receive it. But for a vacation or something like that, it's very, very simple to manifest. So my brother, he's special needs, and he cannot fly alone. Right? He can't fly alone. And my aunt decided that she wanted to fly him out to visit her in Florida. And hi, Tracy. She wanted to fly him out into Florida to visit him. And his coordinator said, well, he can't fly alone. She's like, okay. So she contacted me and she said, Sis, which is my nickname, she says, I'm going to pay for your ticket. You fly out here. You stay for the weekend. And you can stay at my house. You don't have to pay anything, and I'll feed you and everything like that. And then you just fly out with your brother, and you help your brother fly that way, right? So I was like, hell yeah. So that was my trip. And now I have a trip coming in July. And I did that. Last year, I did a trip around April, and I manifested it. And I said I wanted to be able to go to Florida, and I picked out bathing suits. I even had people on this channel picking out bathing suits for me. And I was like, these are the bathing suits I'm going to wear on my trip without even being planned, right? And Christopher, my partner at the time, stopped and literally surprised me with a trip to Florida. And I put down on the list everything I wanted. I wrote down on this paper, and I showed you guys it too last year. But I put down, I said I wanted it to be a balcony. I wanted to have a couch. I wanted to be able to plan to do this. I wanted to be by water. I wanted to be at a resort. I wanted to have money to do this, and I wanted to do that. And he planned a trip with a suite that had a suite, right? That's exactly what I wanted, with a couch in it, exactly like I wanted, with a room with a view by the water, which is exactly what I wanted. And he planned things for us to do, indoor skydiving, and I didn't have to pay for any of that, which was also one of the things that I manifested within it. So, and I already had all, by the time he planned the trip, I already had all my bathing suits picked out. So all I had to do was buy them online, and I already had all the stuff planned that I wanted. Like I had made a whole shopping cart list of all the stuff I would buy with me on my trip. And I did it, and I went on a trip last year, and we went for, gosh, like 4 days. It was so much fun. But that's exactly how it works. You just plan like you already have it. You know that you deserve it, and it's well deserved, and it just comes to you. But it's really true, and a lot of people don't realize how easy it is in order to make it happen for you. And that is because of a self-limiting belief. So if you sit there and you like believe like you're limited within it, or you believe like it's not going to happen to you, it's not going to happen to you, baby, because energy goes where awareness flows. Everything that you put out into the universe, God says yes to. So if you say, hey, I feel like I'm broke all the time, you know, I have the worst friends, you know, my life is shitty, whatever, then the God is going to say yes, right? But if you say, I'm a bad bitch and I deserve all the wonderful, abundant things in life, God's going to say yes. So you just have to know that you're worthy of it. And the first thing starts with, you know exactly what you want. And that's probably the hardest part about it, is like to be able to be very specific. You write it down, say it out loud, imagine it, right? And then you can change who you are as a person to align with that. So if you're sitting here and you're like, hey, I want to be like, I know that I'm worthy of a vacation, but you don't feel like in your heart that you're not, you can't. But you have to know that you're worthy and that you're abundant. But you have to also not subscribe to anybody else's thinking. You almost have to be delulu in your thinking. You have to know that it happens, and you have to realize, and you have to say to yourself, I am the exception to every single rule that there is. I am the exception to every rule. When I first started manifesting, I lived in this shitty rundown apartment with all my kids. We were like bunched up into this little place. It was run down. There was mold everywhere. And I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Right? So I said, I looked into manifesting and I started learning about it. And then I started a business that was extremely successful. Didn't have to have another job. Now I run my own complete business, which is successful. I don't have to do anything like that. We moved into this home where I have my own office in this home and a huge backyard, rooms for all of my kids, and an abundance of things like that. So you can literally do anything that you want. You just have to put your mind to it. But like I said, I have a free key, because everybody needs to know about this. Like, it's free. You don't have to put your email in or anything like that. It's just in the link in the bio. You can look it up, and it goes over exactly what I did. And it's like I have like 8 keys to manifestation. It tells you what you need to do, how you can kind of journal, kind of work through this, but it's completely easy. A lot of people, I spent years and years trying to learn about it, and a lot of people all put everything behind a paywall, and that pissed me off, because I'm like, I feel like this is something that the universe, everybody should know about, right? So you also can look up The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles, and that's what The Secret was worked on. But there's a lot of manifestation teachers and coaches and stuff out there. They'll tell you the same thing I am. You got to work on you. You have to shift your identity to be the person that you want it to be, and know that you're worthy of all of these things coming to you. You have to know. You have to work on self-love and appreciate yourself, and boom, that's what happens. Everybody's writing. So if you guys are writing questions, I'm literally not reading your questions because I've been talking. So hold 1 second and I'll go back and read them. Okay. Can I say something? I've been honest. I passed some psychic lives earlier and asked my question, and they say no or maybe, and said I might win, but not what I expected. But I can see myself winning. Exactly. Show yourself that you're going to win and that it's coming to you, and baby, it's yours. Yes, boo. Go in there and look at everybody and know that that prize is yours. Say, this is mine. This is mine. It's not anybody else's. Keep that in your mind. Go in there with a gut feeling. So you have your solar plexus chakra right here, and this is where all your emotions are, right? If you lead with an emotion that is attached to the manifestation, that is easier to do it. So there's so many different like tips and tricks that you can do, but that's basically it. So I wanted to tell you about Chuck. We hang out on April 3rd. He told you he loved you. Yes, see, we knew that. I love that for you, CJ. Are you guys dating yet? What's going on? I love that. Hey, so it's me, Veronica. Hi, Veronica. Daniel Drummer wife hit on me. Oh, because I'm a higher frequency, and she got the hint. Nah, it was see, exactly. You gotta be a high frequency. The thing is what people don't prepare you for is that when you are manifesting and creating your new life and getting everything that you want, the thing is you're raising your vibration. So a lot of the times the vibration that you're in is everybody's matching you where you're at right now, right? So when you raise higher, a lot of times you lose friendships, unfortunately, that don't longer serve you, and you feel like maybe the whole world is falling apart. But honestly, that's how you know your manifestation is coming, is right before you feel like your world is going to be falling apart. And it literally changes everything. You can literally change your entire life, okay? It is so real and worth it. And I have so listen to me. I have studied the occult for years and years and years, okay? Since I was a young child, I have learned about spirituality. I've gone deep dives into the occult, like theoretic philosophy, hermeticism, all of this stuff. Looked into different type of witchcraft and folklore magic, looked into the Bible and like theology. I've learned about neuroscience. I've looked and done deep dives into all of these things because I have ADHD and I hyperfixate on this stuff, but this is my number one hyperfixation. Anyways, every single thing, even in prayer, even in religious, every single practice that I've ever learned about talks about manifestation in a different, they just put it in a different wrapping paper. That's all it is. It's the same present in different wrapping paper on every single thing. But it's literally throughout every single text and learning about it, tell you that you can create your reality as long as you match that. So you can literally create your whole world and your whole universe and literally change your entire world. You can manifest millions of dollars. There's this one woman who, her name is Kathleen Cameron, and she started her manifestation journey, and she was a nurse. She was making $36 an hour, right? And she decided, hey, you know, I'm going to change my life and I'm going to manifest money and I'm going to change my whole life. And she now is a multi-millionaire living in a beach condo. Her first year of business, she made $7 million, I believe, but it's like 70,000 her first month. Like crazy. She completely changed her life like that. And you can do that. You can change your entire life. You just have to believe that you're worthy of it. But yeah, guys, you can literally create your entire reality in your entire life. Like, I literally make a living and live in a big, pretty house, and I sell crystals and psychic readings, and I do my dream and my job, and it's beautiful, and I live abundantly. I have 6 children. My life is amazing. It truly is. I mean, there's hiccups along the road, just like anybody's life is, but you can do that too. So